you can able to learn. The next thing what we are going to see, how to add images, how to add videos, audios, okay, YouTube links, and how to add a maps, Google Maps. Now what we are going to see, how to create a table, how to create a table. So table is nothing but where it contains rows and columns. How to do this one? How to create the table? So let us take, for example, you want to show a data in a tabular format. Okay, then what is the, how you will make it? For example, table data. So table data. So images will see. So I want to make like this. I want to generate a table in this way. So I want to make in this way. The table I want to make like student ID, first name, last name, course ID. So I want to generate I want to keep the data in a tabular format like rows and columns. How it is possible? Yes, you can do it with the help of a tag called table tag, having opening and closing tag. Okay, so inside this, every table is going to be in the format of rows and columns. Rows are called horizontal things, columns are called vertical things. Okay, so every row you have some specified columns. In the first row, you are having 4 columns. In the second row, like this one, you have to specify. Means here inside the table tag, you have to specify the row, tabular row, TR. Inside this, first row, how many columns you have there? 4 columns. So how to specify 4 columns? Tabular data. Tabular data is nothing but columns. TD. So how many columns you want in the first row? 4. So into 4 and give the tab symbol. Automatically it will generate 4 columns. You write it here. So what is the first one there? They have given student ID. A student ID, first name. Okay. Student ID. Okay. First name and last name, whatever you like, the write it. I just taken that example and I'm just framing the same thing, and the course what you did it. So now you can see this is what I am making. So you can see in your table you got it, but can you able to see the border? You will not see the border because initially the border will be 0 for us. So you need to add the attribute. Okay, you need to attribute the border in the tabular tag. So now you can see the border. Correct? What is the property you have to see? You have to write for enabling the border. Border equal to, you can give any value you like. Initially, the border size will be the 0. You have to specify it. Okay. So like this, I want to create one more row with 4 columns. Second row means the first row is having the ID, that and all. Now I want to give the ID. Student ID is 10. Student ID is 101. And the first name is Sai. And the last name is Priya. And the course they are taking is, first one is HTML. So this is the second row. So now see, the second row is also having 4. Again, I want to create one more row. So one more row with 4 columns only. So ID of the second student is 102. The first name will be Rakesh. And last name is Kumar. And the course he is also taking CSS. Like that, I want one more row. So now ID is 103. And the first name I'm going to is Jai. And last name I'm making here is Prakash. Last name I'm making is Prakash. And the course he is taking it as JavaScript. Like that, I'm giving one more. Okay, Jai Prakash, Girish. Okay, sorry, here I'm going to make it as 104. Here the first name I'm going to give Girish. And last name I'm going to give Yadav, and the course he is taking again JavaScript. So these are the table I have created. But initially the table always present on the left side one. That is the default alignment. If you want to align the table at center, if you want to align the table at right side, what is the property you can use? You can also make it like a float property for right side. If you want, you can make it like this also. Align is equal to right. There is an attribute present in that one is right side will come. If you want to make the table center, align equal to center. Okay, that is going to be placed at the center. But the data and also column names are looking similar. I don't want to make the headings similar. Column name should not be similar to the data. So instead of writing TD, you have to write TD, you have to write it as TH, table headings. Column names are like headings. So instead of making as a TD, you make it like a TH. Automatically it will rename on the ending tags also. Why? Because we all see here. Now it is in this way. Okay, now I want to give the color for this, only this row, like this. I want to make color for only this. And if you observe carefully, in our table, just looking like a cell, this is outer line. And inside that, this is called cells. So I don't want to look it like a cells. I want like a lines only. How to make it means, there is a property available in our, there is a property available in our CSS is, what is that property? Table. You have to make use of the table border, table not coming, collapse you have to use, ma. So what is the property? So in the table, there is a property called table border. It is there, ma. It's not coming. Table border. No, table layout not. Border collapse, I think so. Yes. Border collapse. Border collapse, not there. Border. It's not there. Border collapse is not there. Table border. Table border is there, but it's not, why it is not coming. So there's a property, ma. For collapsing the borders, we can make use of it. 1 second, we will see that also. Anyone in the class? Anyone know? It is there. Yes, what is that? What is the table border or what? What is the property we will use for collapsing the borders? 1 second, ma. Yeah, border collapse is there, but it's not working here. Why? Border collapse is there, but it's not working. Border collapse. Here it is, ma. Yeah. Border collapse. If you make collapse, you can see. See now there is no cells. It is looking like a lines only. Correct? So now you can also give the width and height. This is the specific size. This is the fixed size of the table. So if you want to increase the table size and this and all, you can make it possible. So now what I'm going to give here is, I want to maintain the width as 50%. So now the page, can you see it increased the size of the page. It increases the size of the what? It increased the size of the table also. Now, one more thing what I need to do. Here, I just want to increase the thickness of the border. How can you increase means? Here only you have made it as a border 2, okay? So instead of making this, what you can do here is, you just use a border property from the CSS. You can make it like border. What is the border you want? I want 5 pixels, solid, and I want a blue color. I want a blue color. Now it will come only the outside part, ma. You can see only outside. Why? Because there are, if you're writing table, the inside that there is a inner elements like TH, TD, TR. Automatically it will get it. But whenever you are doing stylings, it is taking only the table. So you want to specify all the things. That's why you have to make group tags, group selectors. Till now we learned 3 types of selectors. That is called class selector, element selector, ID selector, and class selector. Now we are discussing one more selector called group selector. What is this group selector will do? It is going to do stylings for multiple tags at a time. So means if I want same stylings for all the things, okay, that time you can keeping the means TH, TR, and TD. So for these 3 tags, I want a similar stylings, that is a border only. That is border. Why I am not writing this one here means you made a border collapse. That's the reason I'm not merging it here. Okay, this is only for border table only. So now I want to apply border for the for the remaining heading tags and means tabular rows and tabular columns. So here I'm going to give some other color like red color. So inside you will see some other colors. Can you see? Okay, it is taking that only. Okay. Okay, so okay, it is taking overall. That means you can keep it here only then. We'll see. We'll see whether it works. Yeah, it's working. But it is not taking, see this one is overlapping. Okay. Now it is getting like this. Okay. So now you just keep it. Why? Because it is taking the width 50%. That is why it is adjusting here. It is adjusting to make complete 50%. It is adjusting. So you try to do the styling separately only. Now, what is the next thing we are going to learn here is, so here what I'm going to do, what's the next thing that we will need to see here is, we need to apply the background for the column name. How it is possible? So simply come here. So only for the specific row only you need it, right? So only for this specific row. So you simply do stylings for the here. Style is equal to, what is the background color you want? So background color, background color. This is the property. What color you want? I want aqua color. Only this row you will get a aqua color. You can check it here. Only that row you are getting the color. So, and also you want to specify this, you want to describe this table as a heading. How it is possible means there is a one tag called caption tag. You can give it is a student details. So by default, this heading is going to be keeping on the top only. You can do stylings also with the help of this tag, caption tag. So either you can do inline styling or you can do external styling or you can do what? Internal styling only. Now I'm doing inline styling, simply going up and down. It is not good for me. So that's why I'm doing here. So now what I'm going to do here is I want to increase the width of the text. So that is there is a property called what property? Font weight property. I'm giving 500. So now you can see it is going to be little bold. If you want more bold, you just increase these values. So little 700. So that is increased. You want to make it bigger. So there is a property called font size property. Now I am giving something like 20 pixels. Now it's increased. So by default, it will be on top only. Or you can make it only two sides, either top or bottom. Default will be on top. If you want to make it down, bottom, then there is a property called caption side. There is a one property called caption side bottom. By default, it will be on top. If you want to place it down, you have to use one more property present in the CSS is caption side. You can make it a bottom also. You can give color for this text also. There is a property. Whenever you are writing multiple properties, just keep the semicolon symbol. So now I want to make it like a blue color. So the heading will be now blue color. So like this, you can make it. Okay. Not only the text, you can also place as images. For example, instead of writing the HTML here, I want to place an image, img tag. You have to use it. That's it. Instead of writing the text, you can also place the images. So I'm just keeping the images and I'm keeping this one sf1.png. Now see here, the image you got it here. Why you got it like this? Because for the image tag, you did the stylings. That is the reason that the stylings is getting affected for you. So this stylings you are getting affected. Okay. So now I don't want these stylings. So I'm just omitting this, just commenting. I'm just keeping comment. Okay, I just made it. Now you can see the image is placed here. So not only images, you can also provide the links. First, we are going to see how to, so till here understood, right? How to create the table, you understood. So in the table, we need to see few more things. So before going to tell that, we are going to see how to add links in the images. So links in the document. Have you seen how to add links in the documentation? We will not see. How to add links. How to add links in the document. How to add the links in your document? Anyone know? Anyone? How to add a link in your document?
Anchor tags.
Anchor tags, A tags. You will make use of a anchor tags. And you have to give the reference what link, what page it should open. For suppose if I am giving www.google.co.in, means I have given this path. Here will not see anything because you have given the link. For clicking purpose, there should be like some text or there might be an image. Something should be there to open that link. So in between that, you are going to give some text. So now see, you can see it here. So the default color of the link text color is blue color only. See, whenever I am moving my cursor, can you able to see any kind of hand symbols here? No. But for anchor tag, automatically it will show it as a hand symbol, which is nothing but you can able to click that text. So now once I click this, you observe carefully here. Once I click this, you can see this is your document, my own site. If I click this, it is going to open here. Why it is not opening means you have to give the complete URL, https, like this. Okay, so now you just refresh, you just come back. Okay, refresh. Now see, if you click this, it is going to open the Google from the same site, in the same site only. But it should not be like that. Your site should be present and opening page should be, means a new page should open in the new browser. Correct. So that time what you need to use means there is an attribute present here is target. Target is equal to, it should be open in the separate page, what we can say, separate tab. So you have to say underscore blank. It should open in the blank page. So now see, I'll just come back again. So now you are coming back to your original page. So usually what is happening when you're clicking this, it is opening in the same same tab. But now what it will happen, see, when I click this, till it is coming, by come back, refresh, now click it. Yeah, can you see? So I didn't refresh. When I'm doing changes, I didn't do anything changes. That's why. See, your site is there and whatever the page you open, it is opening in the other side. If you want to check once again, see, again refresh. It's already refreshed. So now this is your site. If you click this, it is opening in the separate tab. Why? Because of this attribute. Because of this attribute. Now, if you observe carefully, the color, before clicking this, what is the color for this? Blue color. Means when you are seeing it as a blue color, which means that it is unvisited, it means you didn't open that link. If it is coming to the purple color, means you visited that page. And if it is active, means if you drag and check, it is a red color, which is nothing but it is an active state. So those are default colors. You can give different colors for your link. Blue is not visited, purple is visited, red is active color. So you can give your own colors using the tags. Using the tags, now we are discussing anchor properties in the CSS. So you can use external styling or whatever you like. So now I am keeping the anchor tag. Okay. So what you have to do? Link. So this means unvisited link color. Unvisited. You are just doing stylings for unvisited link. Means you didn't visit that. If you didn't open that link, it is going to show what color, means I want to show color as green color. So, but it will be showing like a purple only. Why? Because you are visited. So that's why it is in that color. So now what I will do, I will make it as not visited, so that go to the history part and remove the history, clear the browser part. Clear the browser part so that till now you didn't visit that page. So I cleared my browser data. So once you clear this, now your link color by default blue, but you customized with your color called green color. Green or what you have given, that color will come there. So now you come back to your site. So now can you see green color? Why? Actually, the default color is blue, unvisited. But what you made, it is a green color. That's why. And if you click this, the default means if you are visited, the color will be what? Purple color. Now, I want to make it. Okay, if you visited that link, what color you want to make it? I want to make it like, okay. So if it is visited, if you are visited, what color you want to get? You have to use a property called visited. So what color you want to get it? I want to get, if you have visited that one, I want to get it like a pink color. Okay, hot pink. You can give whatever. I'm just changing the colors, little dark color. I'm making like this color. I'm making this color. Okay, so like this color. So now see, initially it is green color. So once I open this, the color will change to the visitor that what you have given. Usually it will give what color? Purple. But now what is the color you are giving? Pink you have given, that is what it is came here. And actually the active color is red, but you didn't give, that's why it's not coming. Now for active color, for active link, what is the color you want to give it here? You can give whatever you like. For active link, what is the property you need to give here means active. The color I want to give here as, what color can we give? Shall I give this aqua color? Yes, we'll give this aqua color. Now see, you just drag it now. So active color, you made it as a active color, you make it as a aqua color. So like this, you can customize your own colors for your links. And also, sometimes when you open any of the site, sometimes when you open, these are all links only. But see here, there is no underline. But when you are moving this, you are getting the underline. Can you see? When you are moving, you are getting underline symbols. How can it is possible means hover only. Initially, the anchor tag, there is no text decoration, means there is no underline. To make it like that, none. So now see, your link is having no underline. Correct? But when you want to get it, when you are moving nearer to that text, you are getting the underline symbol. So how it is possible? So hover property, hover. When you are moving, hover is to do some changes when you are moving towards it. So now I want to make it as text decoration, solid line. Okay, now you can see. So once I move, it's not working. Anything they have given? Ma'am, when we drag it, it shows the targeted link. What is that, ma? Targeted link? It shows when we drag it, it shows the target. What does this mean? I'm not understanding. So when you are dragging that one, you are going to see that is link. It is having a link. So you want to show the tip. You want to show that tip means that URL. Whenever you are dragging, you want to show the URL, meaning targeted link means that is what, right? You want to show the targeted link. Then it is possible. I will show URL. Okay, I'll say that is okay. So now text decoration, I'm going to give here it as underline. Now see here. So now initially nothing is there. But when I move here, you are getting an underline. See there. Now you want to tip. Someone is asking, ma'am, when I'm moving here, along with this underline, I want to get the URL also below this. Targeted link also you want. So that time, you have to use a property called, so here only you can give, or here, in this, you just keep this text, okay? There is a property called abbreviation property, which I already explained in the previous session. ABBR property. There, you have to give ABR property, you have a title, like I think title, you give the link name, this one. Okay, this one, you give Google, you just give it here. Okay, now what happens? I'll show it. So now whenever you are showing, can you see here? Can you able to see that link there? This is what you asked. Aman Singh. This is what you have to do. Okay. So if you don't want these dotted symbols also, you can make it possible just by using the ABBR tag, ma'am. So now you come to this one, ABBR tag, text to decoration. Here also I don't want to show the decoration, none only. So now you can see nothing will be seen there. Once you move, you will get the underline along with the tooltip. That is a URL, what you are going to open. Clear? Everyone clear? Aman Singh, everyone? Till here clear? Yes. So yes. Now one more thing that you want to listen here is, so whenever you want to, here I am giving the text only. Text only. Instead of writing the text also, you can place images, ma. How it is possible, I'll show now. So copy, simple image tag only, that's it. So now instead of writing the link text, I want to place an image. So just use the image tag, that's it. Just use what? Image tag. Image tag, image, src is equal to, now give the src. Now I'm going to give the image, that one, anything you can give. Now www.facebook.com. I want to open Facebook. When I click this one, facebook.com. Ma, you can give the, what is that, logos also, ma. You can give logos also, means like I already said, I think so, right? Do you people remember what I said? Phantasm. Have you seen about Phantasm? To get the links, to get the that and all. Have you seen it? I didn't remember. Have you seen the Phantasm? No. Phantasm. To get the icons. To get the icons. Have you seen it? No. Okay. So instead of using, no, right? No, ma'am. Okay, we'll see now that only. So instead of placing every time images. So now see here, I'm going to give one image, that is one SF1. Inside the images folder, there is a SF1.png, right? So now you can see, if you click this, it is going to open the Facebook login page. It is going to open Facebook login page, correct? So not only text, you can also place the images also. You can see tooltip also, facebook.com. So instead of giving this kind of text and the images, you can give the logos, icons also. How it is possible to get all those things means, there is a one site called Font Awesome site, ma'am. There is a, and you have to sign it up, ma'am. So it's a free of cost. You don't need to pay any money. Start for free. You click it, and here you have to enter the email. You have to add an account into this. I already added. So I already, means why? What is the reason of this? Means to get the code. Okay, it is going to send the code. That is the reason you need to add it. If you didn't add this embedded code initially, whenever you are using the map, whenever you are using the YouTube links in your documentation, you are adding some embedded elements, right? So for that reason, if you want to make use of the icons from this site, you have to provide that tag in your documentation. Then it will, otherwise it will not work. So that is the reason you have to sign it up, and you have to paste the given link for accessing the icons, whatever you want for your application. Okay. So here I already have an account I given, and I just signed up. Okay. So once you signed up, it is going to give the embedded code. So where you will get, see here it is the one, here it is. So now I'll get this, I'll just click this one. So you are going to see this, you are going to, where it is, here it is. This is what. So you need to add this, element in your, this is what, the classic way to use a Font Awesome kit, just one line of JavaScript. If you make use of this only, the icons can be used in your document. So simply copy it and paste it in your heading, paste in your document inside the head part. So now what I'm doing here, I'm just adding Font Awesome link. So just for understanding, I'm making like as a comment. I'm making like a comment and keeping that link below this. So once you added this, then you can able to access any kind of icon in your document. How it is possible means, you just click on the icon spot. Now what icon you want? I want Facebook icon. So simply type it here, Facebook. So it will generate some kind of a Facebook icons. So click on the search button. So you will see some kind of Facebook, this one. So something, or these are all free of cost. Okay, you can make use of this pros and all, you have to pay amount. So I need this one is enough. Simply click on it. It will give the element, HTML element. Simply copy this, and instead of writing your images and all, simply place this logo here, place this icon inside this. What you have to make it, place this icon. So now you come to your browser, you come to open and see here Facebook. Can you see? You can also add icons. For example, instead of writing this text, I want to make it like what? Google icon. So how can it is possible? Simply, once you have used this, you just search for Google icon. Google icon. Okay. Simple, click the enter button. Why it's not working? Google icon. Enter. Yeah, so you got it here, ma. So just click it. It will generate the link for you. Copy it. And where is the link you are wrote here? Where is the text? Here it is. So you place that icon here. That's it. So you come to your browser. So now see, the icon is placed. Once you click, it is going to open the Google. Once you click the Facebook, it is going to open the Facebook. Correct? So like this, you can add whatever like the icons you want. Ma'am, change icon color. How to change the icon color? Yes, you can change it. Why? That is an anchor tag, right? So you have given the color for your anchor tag here is active link color, that is green. That is the reason it is green. Why the active link color is, this is active link color is why? That is what purple, that is what you have given. That is the color you are getting here. Correct, Amman Singh? Okay. So here you have given link color is green. These colors will get affected. Those are the links. So whatever the colors you have given, that colors only it will get affected. If it is not a link, for suppose if you are not making like a links, if you are making only icons only, if you are making only icons, then so now here what I will do. So here in every row, I'm going to create, okay, one column. Okay, in every row, I'm creating one column for generating the icons. So what I'm going to do here is at a time I want, here I'm just writing links tag. So just write th links. So just keeping one more element. So one more thing. So here, and I want to make here one, here, here. So TD. So TD. Here I want to provide a links. So in first thing, okay. First thing what I'm doing, first I want in the here everything I want to make it as a link. Or for suppose I want to make all the rows. I want to make, sorry, all the columns, means this all these are the rows, right? I want to make it, I want to merge all these rows as a one row. How many rows you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to make it, you want to merge these rows as one. How it is possible to merge means, there is, means I want to make it a single row. Okay, the complete column you want to make it a single row. Then there is, means you don't need to use all these things. So I just want to I want to show separate rows first. So later you need to remove all the rows, and in the only one row you have to say that what is that? Row span. There is a property called row span. How many rows you want to match? 4 rows. And you are providing the link called Google. Means for 4 you are going to get the Google icon only. For 4 you will get the Google. This is the Google icon. So now this is very nearer to it. If you want to make it as a center, you can make use of style property, inline styling, text align property is there. You can make it as a center so that the icon is going to be placed at center. So now this complete is one row. If you are keeping all those TDs like that only, means it is going to show this like this. You should not do like that. So you need to remove that and all. You need to remove, and that 4 rows you are merging like this, you need to show it. Getting my point to everyone, what I'm saying? You can merge the rows. Ma'am, can I merge the columns? Yes, you can merge the columns also. For suppose, if I'm having a one more, if I'm having, let us write here, okay, let us write a one more, that is a TH. So now here I am writing something like a links. So usually what it is going to be? It is going to be generating like this. By default, it will take. Now what I need to do? I want to merge these 2 columns. I want to merge these 2 columns. How it is possible? So here you just make it as call span is equal, how many columns you want to merge? 2. And you remove this one. You have to remove it. Whenever you are merging 2 columns as one, you have to make use this property and you are going to merge it like a single thing. Single thing. So for understanding what I'm going to show here is, let us write a one more column below this. Okay, merging something so that you can come to know. Can you see here? So these two columns are merged as a one, and this is a separate column having these 3 values. Getting my point to everyone? So if you are not understandable in good way, so what we can say here is, okay, you just to make it this one, instead of making this, I'll do one more thing for you. See here, this is okay. So now, here, see here. So these 2 columns. So this Girish, okay, otherwise I'm having Rakesh Kumar. So this student is not having a last name. So to make it a empty place, what I can do means I can merge these 2 columns as a single column. How it is possible? See here, come to the second row. In that, these 2 columns only I need to merge it. So in this, call span is equal to 2. Okay, and you have to remove this column. You have to remove this column. Then those 2 columns will become in this. Why it's coming like this? Something I have made it wrong. Why it is making like this? Something error made, ma. Something. I think something I did it. Okay, that is the reason it is coming. Why disturbed? Everything disturbed. No. Ma'am, how to add image and color in table, right? I'll show that also. So 1 second. I have shown the color, right? So now it is looking like this. I want to merge these 2 things. Ma, see, you can run your applications anywhere. So this is my default browser. That is why it is working here. If your browser is Google, you can work it there also. If my default is Chrome, if my default is Edge, you can also open your application in the Google also, just to open with some other, by giving that names. Okay. So now what I'm doing here is, so now just to remove this column name, and you simply use call span is equal to 2. So now you can see there. So now can you see here? This column is merged as a one column. Is it correct? Now here the text is and all where in the left side. You can make it as a center. How can make it as a center? We already seen here. So you go to the tabular style. You can go to the table and you simply use text align. The complete text present in that should be at center. So you make it as text align center. Now all text will become to the center side. Getting? So you can also merge a single column. How to add someone asked how to add a color, how to add an image. Yeah, we have seen how to add an image here. One image is added. How to add a color. So you have seen the color. How to color in table background. Oh, you want to add color for the table background. So this is what the background for this column, right? For this row, right? If you want to add color for the complete table, simply make use of the background color. I want something like yellow. So the complete table, you will get it as a yellow color. See here, you can make it. Not only the color, you can also add images, background images also. How it is possible means, it is also possible with the help of a property. Same properties you need to repeat, ma. Okay, background image, you give the URL, inside that whatever the image you want, images, and I'm going to give something like input.png. So the image, you got it here. You can also keep the image as a background. So, but this image is not fitted properly. If you want to fit that image properly means background size, you give the width. So I'm giving 400 pixels width and 200 pixels height. So now you can see the image is little means you want to make it little more. So I'm just giving 300 pixels height. So the complete, no, it's not coming. So just decrease the size. So now I'm giving 150. Now you can see the image, but the image is repeating for you. So if you avoid that repetition, we have seen background repeat, no repeat. So the image will not be repeated, but this side will get empty. So that time you increase the width of the size of the width, image width. Now like this. So you have to make use of the things, whatever you learned. Till here understood? Seen, I'm just opening in live session, live server. Yes. So how to create a table, how to apply background colors as well as a background image. And not only the text, we can also keep as an image, okay, as an image. And also we can also keep links, okay, in the table also. And I already discussed that how to add icons, in your document. We need to make use of the Funtasm website and you need to sign up there, and they will be providing one snippet, which is a type of a script. That is a JavaScript code. Okay, they will be providing one snippet related to the JavaScript. You need to include in your document. Okay, so that and all we discussed in the previous session itself. See here, so this should be included, must and should be included in your document. Okay, later you need to make use of the tags which you want for as an icon. So those icon tags are defined in between the I tags, where I is nothing but usually it's like what means italic. I tags is a one type of italic tags. So in that you are going to give a class which is an attribute. These class stylings and all, these are all styles which is already defined by that website itself. So by taking this tag, everything will be generated by that website and you will make use of it without writing any of the styles on your own. Okay, so there is a one more kind of a framework which was introduced in the CSS is Bootstrap. So in the Bootstrap also you will be having so many ready-made stylings instead of writing of your own. So if you want about that, you can go and check the website Bootstrap. So I think you people may know this one. I think you may know this one all. So we'll see now this one. Yes. 1 second, guys. Okay. I keep searching. See one. So now this is the official website. You just go. What is the see here? The most popular HTML, CSS, and JavaScript libraries. So this will make your website more responsive. Okay, so you have to make use of this for making a nice website. See here, powerful, extensible, and feature-packed front-end toolkit. It's a one type of kit built and customized with the SAS. I mean, so this is a one type of styling, proper styling the sheet only. This is one type of CSS only. Utilize a pre-built grid system and components. Grid system is nothing but what? So have you seen the graphs, right? Have you seen the graph pages? Whenever you are plotting the maps, whenever you are plotting the points, that is called like that is kind of grids, horizontal lines, vertical lines, and that kind of things can be generated for visualizing. And components and big projects, bring projects to life with powerful JavaScript plugins. So you can able to, this should be JavaScript plugins means just like a logics which whenever you are including the icons and all, what you are using a one type of snippet which will help us to make use of that icons, right? So just a similar way, it is going to provide some kind of snippets that will be added in your document and you can make use of those codes and all. I'll be showing one thing for understanding. Later on you go through this documentation, Bootstrap documentation, then you will get it. Okay. Yes, anything, someone message so many things. Ma'am, it's free. It is free. Yes, it's free of cost, ma'am. It's free of cost. Yes. So now see here, the first step, what you need to do, I'll just going to share. Wow, I'm just creating a, I'll just introduce a few things, then you go through it. Okay, that actually this is not in our syllabus, but although I'm just telling to make easy to develop the web application. Okay, so where it will save the time. Okay, that is the reason. So I'm just creating one new file. I'm just writing a name as Bootstrap. Okay, just Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap. Bootstrap example.html. So this is what the name I have given. If I want to generate the structure of the HTML, simply use a exclamatory mark and click the tab symbol. You will get this snippet. Here I am just I'm just giving my title as using Bootstrap. I'm developing the website. So just keeping this heading. So now what I will do here. First, I'm just using the something like see, I didn't do any styling. Okay. So now first thing what I will do here is first you created one documentation, correct? Now I'll just copy this line. Okay. You don't need to type. You don't need to type also. Simply copy and paste from it. So this is what it is here. So now I'm going to open it in my browser, open with the live server. And you can see without applying any styles. So this is how it will look. Norm. Basically, it will look like this only when you didn't apply any kind of styles. Now, what I'm going to do here is not making use of CSS now. So now I'm just using this Bootstrap snippets. So in this Bootstrap snippets, you need to include the snippets which will help to design your pages. So for that, you need to open the CDN. So see here, place the link tag in the head for our CSS and the script tag for our dynamic bundle. So it is going to perform some kind of actions without writing any kind of scripting or without writing any kind of stylings. So just click this, you are going to get this snippets, this one. So where you need to place this one? Inside the link tag, and you have to give the href. Okay, this is going to be given inside the link tag, and this is going to be given in the form of script tags. So see here, I think this is what, right? This is what, the both are given here itself. These two are given here. Simply what you can do, copy this. Simply copy this, and where you have to, before copying this, you need to add the style link also. Okay, this is a style link. You need to add this style link. Along with that, you need to add a JavaScript link, and there will be a one more thing is also used here, popper, which will make your site more attractive and more kind of things. Okay, popper also. This is one type. See here. If you don't plan to use drop downs, pop over or tooltips, same like pop, including the popper, by not including the popper. If you didn't include it, this and all will not be used. If you are using, all kinds of things will be generated by this. So first what I'll do, I'll copy this style link. I'll just copy this style link and paste it inside where? Just to keep it inside the, so I'm just writing bootstrap links. So now I'm just keeping as my comment, bootstrap link. I'm just keeping it like a comment. Here I'm just using you just to make it overwrap, so it will be down by down. This is a link for what? This is the link for a styling, CSS. So now anyone questions? Any questions? Any questions? No, you can access it on the LMS for 6 months. What is this? Ma'am, recording will Sikta. What is that? I didn't understand this one. Mil sakta. Okay, that is Hindi. Okay, fine. I didn't understand. So this will be in the LMS now. You can go and go through it. Okay. So now see here. Once I add that one, can you see? Did you add any stylings there? You didn't add any styling. But how it is? There is no padding. See here, there is no margins also. It's close to each other. See, just observe. Just I'm keeping again. I'm removing. I'm removing this link. I'm just removing this link. So when you remove this links, how it is looking? The text, the font style, font family is different, and you are having the space around it different, and it is little like bold like that. Once you are applying that bootstrap link, how it is looking? See, you didn't do any kind of thing. If you want to bring this kind of things, what we did it in the last session we have seen. So in the style sheet, we in the HTML sheet, we added Google fonts, that and all we did it, right? See here, this and all we did Google fonts, and what kind of family style you want, font style you want, that and all we did it manually from our side. If you introduce the link given by the Bootstrap, automatically it will do everything. That is what the main usage of this. Okay, so if you make use of this JavaScript also, it is going to perform so much and interactive performance and all. Okay, so this is the CSS and JavaScript. For suppose, let us take contents. So in this, so I want to apply color. Okay, so I want to apply color for heading. I want to apply color for my heading. So what I'm going to use here, I want to apply color for my heading. So what is the property you will use here is, so here simply use class is equal to txt. First you have to use a property called text color, right? So you have to make use of this class name. You have to make use of this class name. So hyphen bs, this is for dangerous, this text colors you want. So this kind of colors you will get it for text. So make simply use of these colors, RGB colors. You have to write color hyphen like this. So just to show this code, you can see here class is equal to P3 text primary. What is this primary color means? You will get this blue color. Secondary means you will get this kind of gray color. If you give success, that kind of colors you will get. See here, P3 is nothing but padding 3 pixels like that. So now see here, if I am writing text hyphen primary, I didn't do any styling. Simply I am using the Bootstrap class. Now go and check your, go and check it. It's become blue color. Did I write any styles? I didn't write any styling. And if I'm using P-3, it is going to generate a padding. See here, it just to move little. If you want to apply border for it, usually what we will do, we will use a border property. But here, you can check it here, something like, somewhere it will be. So you just go through it here. So border, it will be somewhere. If you want, you can type it here. Okay. So just to go for a border. So you will get the border properties. So I want to apply border. So complete, I need to apply. So simply use a border property for that. Simply write border. So automatically you will get the border for your site. Can you see the border? Yes. And if you P3 means applying a space around inside this one. I want to apply space around outside the border. Then you use margin 4 pixels. Now see, it's moved away. Did you use anything? Did you write any stylings? No. Just with the help by introducing that adding that snippet given by the Bootstrap, simply you are using the class. That's it. Everything is getting updated to your files. For example, if you want to make the links, okay. So you can make like this, means visible, this kind of things, means you will use opacity, that we can know. Opacity is used to make a transparent, not transparent, that kind of things. So see here, link opacity hover means when you move like this, you are going to see some kind of effects. So let us take a simple thing. So I'll explain. I'm just taking a simple link here. So now what I'm doing here, inside the paragraph, link hover, I have written some text here. So inside the anchor tag. So in the anchor tag, you have given a class name link. It's a link, right? So, and you are giving the opacity. Opacity ranges from 1 to 10. So as this value increases, that it will become more transparent. As you are giving one, the transparency will not, means it will not become transparent. It will be dark only. So this is the hover property we already seen. Simply see. Now I just added that class. Now once you move here, your link is becoming transparent. Hover property. So are you doing anything manually? Nothing and all you are doing. By default, you are getting all those things by just adding this link, which is the Bootstrap link. This is only the CSS link. If you use these, what is that? What we can say, JavaScript link, that and all, there might be few more things applicable. Okay. So if you want to add the background colors, usually what we will do, we are be applying style is equal to background color code, that and all we will do. So now you don't want anything. Simply if you want to make this only that paragraph like this, simply what you can use means BG secondary, BG danger I will give. So that are all classes. In the heading only I want you that color. So background, BG for background. What type of color you want? I am going to give secondary. So which is a one type of gray color, I think so. So we'll see that color. Can you see this one? The background you got it as gray color. So that is the importance of using this Bootstrap, one of the framework of CSS. Hope this one clear. So make utilize this documentation and make use of one by one for understanding. Okay, you will do, right? So this is not in our syllabus. You make your own websites without taking any time by making use of this. You can have examples also. You can make it themes also. You can have, you just simply copy. You just make why your, see, you just make what, build anything. So why your categories and admin and dashboard. So you can get these kind of things. So this and all price. Okay. So if you have basic things also there, you can go through it and you can do it. Okay. 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 Hope you will do this and all, right? Will you try, everyone? Will you try? If you didn't try, also not at all minded, because I'm just giving the advanced thing how you can make a website in a short period. Okay. Shall we move to the next concept in the HTML and CSS? I need answers from your side. Otherwise, how can I come to know whether you people are present or not? Hmm? Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
yes. Okay, good, good. So visit that website and go through the things if you want. Yes, come back to our concept HTML, CSS. Usually, whenever I'm just opening this site, I'm just closing this using Bootstrap, I'm closing this one. So this is what we did it in the last session about the tables. Now we are going to introduce a concept called, what is a concept we are going to use now? Forms. Forms plays a important role in every site. Okay. So whenever you are visiting the any online site, if you want to query, so there will be, if you want to, if you want to add any item in your cart, the first thing what it will be asking, provide your details. How you will be providing? In a form of forms only, correct? So whenever you are registering for one course, how you will be doing this one? With the help of forms. Yes or no means everywhere the forms are playing a very important role. So let's start introducing the forms in HTML. So whenever you want to create the forms, you have to first tag you need to use here is form tag. What's the first tag you need to use here is form tag. So let us open any form page, then we will create a, okay, forms. Okay, I just want a forms. You just keep that one as a reference and we will create it. So let us take this one. I'm just going to develop this kind of registration. Otherwise, you can make whatever you like, you take it, no problem. So we'll make use of this and I'm going to develop this kind of form now. Okay. So now the first thing what it is there. So here these fields, these kind of fields can be generated with the help of the input tag. Okay. So to generate these kind of dialog boxes, this and all done with the help of input tag only. And what about these round symbols? These are called radio buttons. This is also generated with the help of input button only, input tag only. But every field is meant for different categories. So this is a string format, means this is only to enter the text. Last name, this is also to enter the text. And email, this is also the purpose of it is also to enter the text only. But it is compulsory to enter in the email is @ symbol and period symbol, that and all. If you are making the input type as a text, then it will not intimate us to use @ symbol and period symbols. So by that, if you do mistake also, we cannot able to know. So that's why whenever you are using a email and email fields, make a input type as a email type. If you are making a fields as a text, use a input type as a text. And username is also like text only. Passwords means whenever you are generating some kind of forms, like whenever you are generating any kind of account, there might be asking to enter the passwords, right? So that passwords, if you want to create fields, you want to create, then that input type will be a password type. So all the fields are developed with the help of input tag only. In that input tag, there is an attribute called type, and the values will be different based on your categories. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So first make use of a form tag, and inside this form tag, let's create, I'm just keeping it side by side so that it will be good to make it fastly. So this one I want to make it. First, what I will do, maybe they have written some kind of heading. So I'm just making use of H2 tag, and they had given user IDs. So they didn't include so many fields there. So now I'm going to include in my form. Okay. So user registration form I have given as a heading. Later on, they just given a text below that. They given a one field dialog box. So we already know that whenever you are writing the text, either you can use different types of tags like a P tag, H1 tags, different tags you can make use of it. But remember, whenever you are using the create tag, whenever you are using the forms, make use for writing the text with the help of a label tags. So what is the what is the use of that? Means whenever you want to do stylings, with the help of this label, you can do stylings very easily for all the texts. Okay, so now see here, now I am just giving here is first name. First name. Okay, first name. That's it. Later, you want to make this field which is meant for text. So what I'm going to do, I already said that fields are determined with the help of what? Input tag only. Simply type input and click the tab symbol. Automatically, it will give this attribute. So this is what attribute, whether you can write this label is meant for what. Either you can write or you didn't write also, no problem. So see here, the first element in the document with an ID matching the value of the for attribute. So means the value which you are writing here is meant for this field, means you can write it here. Okay. So this is the label and the type is text. Now you open and check it. You open and check it here. So now I'll comment this and all now. Okay. So I'll comment that and all. I want to make it a front. So just comment these things. Okay, I'm just commenting all these things. Okay, where it is? So much things. Oh my God, I didn't do this and all. We'll remove all these things. I'll remove this also. So nothing is there now. My page is looking like this. But when you see this form, this field section is below this. Correct? This field is below this. But we need to make it below. Down means what we need to do here. So simply make use of a break tag, or you simply provide inside the pre-tags. So if I suppose if I'm using the pre-tag, if I'm using the pre-tag, what happens? We'll see. Oh my God, if I'm using the pre-tag, see here, how it is going to be. It is looking like this. So, but I don't want to keep heading inside the pre. I just want to make it like a heading. So I'll be keeping like this. Correct. But if you see carefully, so the text is getting different. So either you may use or you didn't use also, no problem for us. If you are using pre-tags also, you can do stylings for that. What I will do is I'm just going to use a break tag. So it will become down. It will come down. Okay, and same way I'm going to copy, and here whenever you see the forms, here it is not showing anything. But whenever someone is entering some fields, they need to have some hint what to enter into that field. So to define that one, there is a one more attribute in the input tag is placeholder, where it is going to give the hint what to enter in that field. What to enter in that field. Now see here, you got the placeholder here. Enter your first name. Enter your first name like this. Getting my point? And see, whenever you're opening the forms, can you able to see any kind of cursor inside this one? It's not there. So if you only point, it is going to be place the cursor. But whenever you see the forms, there will be a cursor placed in the first field. How it is possible means there is a one more attribute called autofocus, so that So that you can see the cursor is going to be there. Did I kept there? I didn't touch that field also, but the cursor is placed in that field. Getting my point to everyone? So you have to make, means for one page, there will be only one cursor. So make use of autofocus in the beginning input tag. That's it. You should not repeat again and again. It will not work. Okay. So this is the first one I have written. And the second thing, last name, that now I'm going to write it now. So I'll just keeping this one. So now once you enter, again, I'm writing the label tag. And this label tag is for what? Entering for the last name. But it will come this side only. You want to make it down. So make use of a break tag so that it will come down. It will come down for us. Okay, it will come down. So where you have to write this break tag? Here, above that, not below. So this one. See, now see, you came down. If you want to maintain the space, you can make use one more break tag so that it will make some more spaces there. And now you are going to create a one more input tag for entering the last name, which is of type text only. And this is for telling the hint what to enter there. Enter last name. Enter last name. And one more thing you need to maintain. One more attribute you need to maintain in the field is name attribute. What is this mean means? This name attribute is going to use of the identification while storing the database. What is the using of this name attribute means? So to get the identification in the database. So make use of this variable, this attribute in the, this is for recognizing that a field is meant for this particular field in the database. Because of that reason, maintain this attribute also. So these two fields are done. Then I'm going to enter for email address. So using a two break tags, which is I need two gaps there. So label, and I'm just giving the heading as or label as email. And you need to give here as what? You need to make use of input tag, and this input tag, if you keep text, if you didn't write, if you didn't make use of, see here it is there. I'm just giving the placeholder. You can come to know placeholder is equal to enter your email. Enter your email. Okay, fine. It's okay. So now see here, whenever I am entering the values, it's okay. It will okay. So here, when I'm entering this one without using like any kind of email, if I'm not using any kind of email, it will not notify us. It will not notify us. It will treat it like a text. For suppose if you had used anyone, any doubts, ma'am, when we input something data in this, where it's stored, it is going to be stored in the database only. Okay, but now it will not. But we are not connecting with the database. Correct. So we are not connecting now. Usually, whatever the data you are entering, it should be stored in one table. Okay, that is the reason. And here, for whom you are submitting, in their admin page, the data and all is going to be stored there. Okay, they are going to maintain records and all, whoever filled those forms. Okay, so now it is not it is not telling anything that you need to provide like an email address. When you are using a type is equal to text. For suppose if I made type as email, now see, if I'm trying to enter like this, so if I'm not writing anything, can you see? When I focus on this, it didn't provide any kind of tooltip for me. Once I use a type is equal to email, it is intimating for us. It is giving some kind of tooltip that you need to include @ in the email address. Correct? So that is the purpose of using the type as email for the email fields. Hope you understood this one. Later, coming to the one more tag, coming to the one more field. So this label is for entering the password. So remember, whenever you want to enter the passwords, whenever you want to create the field for password, it is also the type. It should not be the text, right? It should be like what? It should be like a password which will not be seen. So it's invisible, right? So like bullet symbols like that. Enter your password like this. So you are getting here. But if it is text, it will be looking like this. If I made it as a type as a password, you can see that it is going to be in this format. What is this means? This and all previously added details. That is the reason you can able to see it here. Okay. See, automatically it is invisible for us. It is invisible for us. Okay. So like this, you can able to create a password field. Then make sure that you are including the database identification, that is name field. Remember, if I forgot also, you need to make use of that and all. Okay. Yes. So this is for password. Later on, they will ask for providing some kind of information related to your form. So they might be calling you also. So that you need to provide mobile number also. How to create a mobile number field. So mobile number, I'm just giving label mobile number. So you have to give the input type or input only, but you have to give the type as a tell. What is the type you have to tell? Tell as a type, which is a telephone, like that mobile number. In the database, you need to store it like a mobile, and the placeholder you have to tell wherever it requires, you try to keep it there. Enter your mobile number, like this. So now you are going to enter the mobile number also, and this is for entering the mobile number. Later on, I'm going to introduce one more field, that is date of birth. So they might be checking as whether these people are fake people, but means some kind of things will be there, right? So if you want to add a date of birth, so I'm just writing DOP, date of birth. So if you want to include date of birth field, so we can have a tag called input tag only, but you have to use a type as a date. What you have to use here? Date. If you use a placeholder also, it's a not works. It will not works because it is going to give these automatically just by giving that one. So enter DOB. See, if it will not get reflected because this is not required. Automatically it will generate a one type of placeholder. Just by clicking this, now you can pick the dates, you can pick the years, okay, you can pick the month, and you can also pick the year also, just by dragging and doing this and all. Correct? See here, you can make use of this and all. Okay, if you may go up also, you will have these things. Okay, so like this you can able to add the date of birth field, and to store into the database you just give some kind of identification, DOB or whatever. Maybe it is not compulsory to give the label names. It's not compulsory. Whatever you like, you can give, just for recognizing this data is meant for which field. That's it. Okay. So this is how you can introduce. You can add the field. So the next thing we are going to see here is, so whenever you are filling the forms for any kind of job opportunities, what they will do, they will ask you to upload your resume. Correct? So means you need to upload some kind of files. How to do? So for that also I'm creating one label. So file upload, that kind of a label I'm just giving here, file upload. So if you want to upload, see here, you have to make a use of input tag only, but the type will be what? The type will be, I want to make it down. So the type will be what means, you have to give it as file. What is the type you have to use here as file? So automatically, see here it is, yes ma'am. Ma'am, how can we make a limitation on the date? You can make, so limitation on the date means what, ma'am? So you cannot make the limitations. In your calendars also, is it possible to reduce it? No. So if you are, this is the normal thing, correct? If you want, you will make use, whatever you want, you can make use of it. That's it. But it will not be controlled. Getting my point? In your mobiles also, the previous calendar and all will be present. The future calendar will also be present. Is it able to avoid that kind of things? It is not possible. Correct? Whoever asked this question. Subhash. Correct or not? Is it correct what I am saying? Hmm? No?
I am just asking how we can put the limitation in date section. As you all know, there was a limitation whether you can fill form or not.
I'm not understanding. What is?
Ma'am, there is a limitation in date section where you can fill the form if only you are older than 18-year-olds. How can
Oh,
we
so
place
then
this
you
type of
have,
limit?
oh, that one you are asking, limitation, age
Yes,
limit you
ma'am.
are asking here. So to
Yeah, ma'am.
control that kind of things, you have to make a use of JavaScript code here. Okay. JavaScript code.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we have to use the JavaScript code. Okay, fine. So now, so you need to, if you want to upload any kind of files, you can make use of the type file. And you have to, if you click this, automatically it will ask what kind of documentation you want to create, give that kind of images you can give it. So if you want to give the limitations, then you have to write a one attribute called accept. One attribute called, what is that attribute means? Accept is equal to, so you have to give that what I can say, you have to give that what is that attribute, the only this file is allowed, only this file is allowed, that kind of thing you have to say it. That means I'm saying here is I want only the PDF. So then what I can say here, simply you keep it as PDF. Okay, so if you are only this file will be accepted. For example, if I'm trying to open here, so go to the desktop. Let us take my job grow, my job grow. So if I'm taking up something like study materials, so all these are PDFs only. You can able to add it. Okay, so see, if I'm making HTML as example, okay, it is going to open. Okay. How it is going to be filtered means whenever you are choosing the file, automatically it will take only that kind of files. For suppose if I am having different kinds of files means I will see here. So I'll show it once. Now just open any location. So in that location there might be different types of files, okay, documents. Like when it is like a PDF, someone is like what only Word document, some might be like a text document, some might be like PPTs, that kind of different types of will be there. But let us take any kind of things. Yeah. So can you see here? There is a one more folder I'm having. If you see here, there is a Word document, there is a CSV file, and there is images. Text document is also there. PDF is also there. PPTs are also there. Excel files is also there. So let us try to upload. Let us try to add this folder from this location. What happens? We'll see. So now I'm cancelled. So now just click this. I'm just opening one of the folder, desktop, one of the folder, this folder. Can you see? So these many files are there, but it will not restrict these folders because might be having, don't know. But whenever you are opening this folder, you are having different kinds of files. But when you click this, you have given restriction to upload only the files as PDF files. So it is going to filter only the PDF files and just click that and you can get it here. That is the purpose. For example, I hope you understood. You can give the restrictions also what to get it. Okay. So this is a one thing that I want to explain. Okay, one thing explain. If you want only images, then you have to make a use of, why? Because if I'm writing this one as like this for images, because image will be of different kind of extensions. One is like a PNG format, one might be like a JPEG format, one might be like a JPG format, one be like a WebP, like different formats will be there for images. So you cannot give a specific thing. So if I'm making image slash start, any kind of images you can accept it. For example, if I'm clicking choose file, so same folder in the desktop I'm taking. So in the desktop I'm taking, again I have shown that folder. So in that folder there will be different types of things, but what it is taking? Only images it is taking. Only how to set file size, like that and all, it's something else, like that is also like JavaScript only you go through, ma. Okay, Amash, that is like and all you have to go through like that. Okay, only minimum things can be done with the help of HTML tags. Okay, so if you want to make more things, then go with the JavaScript. Okay, So, okay, few things can be done. Minimum, like a basic forms can be developed with the help of this kind of things. Okay. So this is a one thing, and you just go to the remaining things. So this is about input tag. Then coming to one more thing, when you are filling the forms, it might be asking to enter the gender, means whether you are female, whether you are male or other like that. Okay. So that time you want to select one option from the multiple options. Then what you will use? Here I'm just writing a label here as gender. Okay, gender label, gender. So here you might be having three fields, three options. So I want to make it down by down. So I'm just keeping it like this. Okay. So now what I'm doing, it is coming down by down. So before going to do that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep this a complete form inside the div, and I will do some stylings. I'll just keep it inside the div. I'm just keeping this div inside the div. Why you are getting these stylings in the style.css? Still this div part is acting. So that is the reason it is getting affected. So what I'll do, I'll just remove this stylings so that it will not get updated. Okay, this is not getting updated. God, okay. Simply, I don't want to remove because I want to share these files. That is the reason I'm just making comment. Okay. So in between, if you are writing multiple times, it cannot able to recognize it. So that is the reason it is taking time. Okay. So now, nothing styles are there. So now what I'm going to do for the form, I'm going to do the stylings. Okay. Form styles. Otherwise, you just create one separate file and you just add it. That is also well and good. So now here what I'm going to do is just to create a div. Okay. So what happened? What happened for this? Something is there. Yes, it's fine. Yes. So now I'm using the div. So now what I want to do this div. So this complete div, right? I want to make it center. So what I'm going to do, text align, it will not go. What you have to do here is you provide some width. So I'm just giving some width as a 50% width. Okay, so that it is going to occupy only the 50%, and I want to make it center. This form page should be at center. So that what I will do, there is a one property that we have seen, margin auto I'm going to use. So that what happens, it is going to be placed in the center based on the width. See here, now it is placed side by side. Sorry, in the middle. It is going to be placed in the middle. Is it in the middle? Width 50%, margin auto. Yeah, you just apply border for this, you can come to know. Border. So I'm just giving 2 pixels, solid gray color. I'm just giving so that you can see, yes, it is taking a center. And these form fields very close there. So now what we can do here is we are going to apply only padding right side, the text right side. Okay. So I'm just want to move little away from the right side. So padding. Oh my God, it's not working. You just keep this padding inside the form. So div means what it will do outside, it is going to make use of this. So you just give the form tag. Form tag, you just give the padding right. Why it's not moving? If you keep form, it is works, right? Padding right. Oh my God, you have to write padding left side or left side. You have to give the space around. Left side. This is left side, right? I'm just moving right side, this one. So just to give the padding left side. Correct? Padding left side. Getting my point, everyone? Getting my point to everyone? Yes. Getting? Yes. So now the gender, I want to make it here. So the gender, just to do the remaining stylings, like how you to make a rounded things. You just to make rounds, means a corner rounds, and like that also you can make it. But suppose, ma'am, I just want to keep this side by side. Means first name, last name, side by side. You want to first name, last name, you email, password, mobile, date of birth, file upload here and the gender here and the hobbies here. So if you want to make like that, you create two divs. Create two divs, just whatever you want on the left side, you just give this in the div. Second div, you give what and all, you keep it here, you give that one. And you use one property that I will show later. First, we will discuss this and we'll come back. Okay. So I'll show that also for understanding. So now I'm just making the gender. Gender will having three types. So male, female, other. So option means that radio buttons means if you want to select only one option, then you have to use a type called radio type, and you have to give every field is meant for only the one label only. So that's why you have to give name as a gender. And first I'm going to write a female. Okay, so like this I'm going to create two more fields just by changing the values only. You should not change the gender there, because all these three genders belongs to this field only. So then means whatever the option you select, that is going to applicable for this field itself. So now here it will be like this. So when I click female, only female. If I'm trying to click one more, it will disable. When I'm clicking this one, other will disable. Means at a time you can select only one. From multiple, you can able to select only one. That is with the help of radio only. If you want to create, if you want to select multiple options at a time, let us take a simple example. You might be having different hobbies, correct? So that time what you will do, that time you want to select multiple options. That type of buttons also be done with the help of input only, but you have to use a type as checkbox. And these checkboxes all meant for what label? This label only. First I'm going to write singing, and again I'm writing input. I simply copy and paste the same thing. Copy and paste it for 4 times, 2 to 3 times. So now the 4 things. Next thing is reading. Okay. Next what we can say, swimming. Okay, then we can say what we can say, play. We'll say that also, no problem. So these are the 4 options. So now if you select, so all these you can be able to, but these fields will not be identified that this belongs to this one. So what you need to do means in every field, you need to tell all these fields meant to do only one thing, that is for hobbies only, that you need to tell. Okay, so now at a time you can able to select multiple options. So when you didn't use that one, all these will not be belongs to this one. If you didn't write the name attribute, it will not able to tell that this or not belongs to this one. Okay, so you need to write must and should write this one. Okay, but suppose if I didn't write a gender here, if I didn't write here, and here also I didn't write it, here also I didn't write it, let us assume. So what happens, we'll see. See, it is going to make use of every tab. You can able to select everything. Means this is individual, this is individual, this is individual. It will not come to know these three all belong to the same. So that is the reason you have to specify all these 3 fields meant for only for specific thing only. So just by giving these attributes. Hope you understood what is the purpose of writing that name attribute in that. Understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Class getting bored. Is it interesting or getting bored?
Interesting, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. The next thing we are going to see one more type of tag. But this is not, so in every form, all these things will not be there. So might be few things or might be a few things, but we need to know all fields. Okay, where whatever you require, you can make use of it. So this is very important concept in the application. Okay. So every application will have this form. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So now the next thing we are going to see here is we are going to make use of one more type is drop downs. Drop downs. For example, I'm making use of the label as course. So what are the courses you are taking? So you want to generate these courses just like this, like drop downs. You have to make this kind of drop downs. Like this drop downs you want to make it. This kind of drop downs you want to make it. How it is possible? With the help of a tag called, select tag. So in the select tag, you can provide, in the select tag, you have to provide the options to generate like a list. Option, not options, option. Okay, you have to make it a option. So I'm taking a course HTML. I'm taking a course like CSS. I'm taking like course, like if I want at a time 3, then simply write option tag and write into 3. Automatically you'll get at a time. So now I'm taking JavaScript and uh, I'm taking a React, JS. Okay, this is a front end. I'm taking a back end also. In that, I'm just taking a Node.js, Express, and also I'm taking a MongoDB. That and all we are going to include here. Okay, so now see, you can see this one. Now you have, see here, you can see. So you're going to generate a drop downs. Why you are getting up here? Because you're not having space down. That's why you're not getting. Wherever it can able to, that time it can. For suppose if I'm using some kind of div tag and I'm just generating some space. So in this div tag, I'm just providing some kind of style. For I just want to show. So I'm just making padding a bottom. Padding bottom. Let us take something like 200 pixels. So now you will be having some space below this. So why you are getting this space means you have applied a div tag. That is the reason. So for example, if I use a span, so there is no styling for that. Now it will not be getting anything there. You just use a div to generate the space that will be happens. You just give the div only. You just give this ID for this. For this div, ID is equal to forms. So come to the styles. Instead of writing this div, you just write forms. You have did the stylings. Okay, now you can see there is a space below this. There is a space below this. Now if you click, it will come down only. Before it came up. Why? Because there is no space below. That is the reason you are getting up. Okay, so this is how you can generate the drop downs with the help of what? With the help of select tag. Inside that select tag, you have to make use of the tags called option for providing the list. So this is a one type of select tag. Later, now I'm removing this. Now I'm removing this. You understood this? That's why I'm removing this div tag. So to show the difference, why it is coming up, why it is coming down, to show that only I have did it. Now the next thing what we are going to do here is, whenever I am generating the field, this field is meant for entering only the single line text. I need to enter some multiple lines of text. Like if you see in the some websites, they will ask you to enter the review. So that time it will be like some kind of box, means where you can enter multiple lines. So to generate that kind of things, you will make a use of a tag called text area. So text area, you will write inside this comments or something. So it will be like this. Now what I need to do here is, I just going to give the label that is for reviews. Okay, reviews. So now below this, you are going to, or side only, you will get it. So now you can see, so for reviews, you will get this section. For reviews, you'll get this section. So you can enter how many letters you want just by removing, you can make, or how many you can make able to enter. It is going to be adjusted. If you want to increase, you simply pull it down. You can able to increase and decrease by just resizing it. No, ma'am, I don't want to resize it. It should be fixed width and height. Then you need to avoid this resizing option just with the help of style for property text area tag. You don't want to resize, so resize none. So that what happens, it is not able to resize it. Can you see? You cannot able to resize. It will be fixed. So go on. If you are entering so on, it is going to be like this. So you can also fix it. You can also fix it limited only. You can means you can fix it. Okay, this much only. So this is the default size. If you want to make it a bigger box, then you just give how many columns you want, how many rows. Means if I write call is equal to calls rows calls. I think so. Calls is equal to if I'm writing 100 columns and I'm just rows is equal to 50 rows means width and this is the height. So now you can check it. So this will be like this. So width you have given how much? Column width you have given this one. So width is this one now. So like this, right? Width columns. Rows is this one. So you just adjust this 30 columns and this one I'm just updating. It's like just like a box. So like this. So this is a rows, 30 rows. So I don't want 30 rows, just make it 10 rows. So like this. Like this, you can adjust your comment box also. So this is about reviews. So there are so many things that you can learn. One more thing, whenever you are entering what are the skills that you have, how much percentage you can give, then you can develop with the help of progress and give the value something like 89 percentage. And see here now the progress bar you can able to see here 89%. So you can give the number also 89% so that you can see the percentage below beside this. It's not seeing where, why it's not seeing, why it is not seeing there, it's not seeing. It should be seen, but it's not seen. So like that, we just make use of getting this values. So now I'm just giving here, the value is 100%. Oh, sorry. This is 89% and the max is 100. Okay, you just see there in this 100%, you can able to get 89%. Can you see it? So the maximum you are giving 100. So what is the value you are getting? 89. So if you want to print this, you simply keep it either in the P tag, it will go down. So you make use of any kind of tag, span tag, okay, for getting this text also there. We use a span tag and style is equal to color. So I'm going to use something like red color. So now see the text is going to be seen beside this, but it's not working. Why? It should show, right? But why it's not working? So now here the percentage is 100% and the value, so it means I know HTML, so HTML. It's not, text is not getting seen there. It should show text, but it is not showing. So the value I'm going to give 50. So now you can see in this, it is going to be having 50% will be there. So you can get the progresses also. So why? So if you want more things, you just click here. So progress, about the progress tag, okay, in HTML, you can get more idea about this. So you can use any kind of website, whatever you like, you go through it. So you have to give so usually it will work, but it's not working. Why? See that. So the progress, the maximum value, and in that how much you have. Open this, just open this site and you can see it there. So whatever the value you are giving, that value should be seen beside that only. Any doubt still here? Everyone is getting what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So you go through this
Yes,
one, okay?
ma'am.
Just go and check it. Okay, this is what. Always add the label tag for best accessibility practices. Okay, they are saying that to. Okay, just see here. Downloading progress. Whatever you wrote here, that is should seen here. So what they are saying, whenever you want to write the text, make use of the label tag. That is what tip. Always add the label tag for best accessibility practices. Okay, so if I want to show the things, what you have to do here is, so instead of writing the value here, okay, if you write also not a matter. If you didn't write, if you write also not a matter. So here what I'm going to do, I'll just remove it here, span tag. Here I'm giving the label tag. Either you can give before or after also you can give, no problem. So after this, I'm going to give here as HTML, I know this much, and go below and come down, and I know label tag, and I know JavaScript 50% like this. Now you can see there, you can see like this side by side. Correct? So if you want stylings or no, you just to provide the stylings based on the IDs what you give, that you can make it possible. Okay, so you can make the progress. There are so many types of which are necessary. I'm just explaining that only. And very good, these are all good. But we need main thing what? Button, submit button. Whatever the fields you entered, that should be given to the person who are means where you are filling that one, that should be submitted. So for that you need some kind of buttons for registering. If you are don't want, means you need to cancel button, means you need to clear. If you want to clear the fields before entered things, that there is three types of buttons. One is for submitting purpose, and second is for clearing the fields what it is before entered values, and second thing is OK button, which is only for clicking purpose. That kind of buttons will be seen for installation, downloading, only for clicking purpose. Okay, yes. Now that kind of buttons will be seen here. The first button we are going to see here, that buttons is also be generated using the input tags, or you can make use of a button tag also. Now you have to tell it is a submit input type. So now you can open and check your site. The submit button is added. So that should be bottom. So I'm just using two break tags and it will be here, bottom. Okay, so input tag, okay, input tag only, the type should be submit. If you want to change the value, okay, that is a default value it will generate. If you want to generate a different name, then you have to give that name with the help of an attribute register. So now instead of submit, you will get the value as register. If you click this, it is going to open some other page. Now see here, whenever it is, see, whenever you are trying to click, it is telling that the email address must and should have this kind of thing. This is some kind of basic validations. Basic validations and all can be done with the help of HTML only. So now if you give something like this, then if you click, it is entering, but that is not the correct way. So why it is not getting that some kind of response from that means, whenever you are creating the form tag, you didn't use any kind of attributes here. So once you click the submit button, you need to get the response. Okay, so that response you will get it with the help of this attribute. So action is equal to what is the path you have given, that path will be as a response when you click that one. So for example, here I already wrote this bootstrap, right? So bootstrap example dot html means whenever I click the submit button, this page is going to be returned as a response from the backend side. So here what I'm going to do, instead of writing these things, I'm going to write it like this as form submitted successfully. Form submitted successfully, like this. Okay, if you want to keep emojis like that, there is a window button, dot symbol. So you will get the emojis. You can make use of these kind of things. You can keep the emojis also if you like it. You can also keep these kind of things also. Okay, so form submitted successfully, that kind of things be given here. And see now, once I enter here, I'm just entering. So once I just enter gmail.com, I have given. So now once I click, it is going to open the page. It is going to open the response page, because what is the path I have given in the form action, that page is going to be returned as a response that that they have received your form. But here, the one thing, you didn't fill any of the fields. You just filled only the email and password. Is it correct? No. They will be specifically mentioned. Some fields are mandatory. Without entering those fields, it is not recommended to submit the form. So to make it like that, so what fields and all you are feeling it as a mandatory, in that fields and all, you have to write an attribute called required attribute. That's it. required. So now see, without entering the, so now I'm writing this at the rate of gmail.com, but I didn't enter the first name, but I made it as a mandatory. Okay, see, if I'm keeping cursor on this last name, can you see any kind of tooltip there? No. But when you see here, when I'm keeping here, please fill out this field. Means you made that field as mandatory. That is the reason you are getting that kind of tooltip. Okay, that is one thing. So without seeing the tooltip, what you made, you simply click the register button. That time it will give the notification that this field is mandatory. So that time you are going to enter that field and it is going to make a allow to receive the response from the backend. Getting my point? So like that, wherever you feel it as a mandatory, in that field and all, you keep this required attribute. This is a basic validation with the help of HTML. Okay, so the next thing here, whenever you are submitting the form, it is you are getting the response in the same page only. Have you seen here? This is your site. Whenever you are submitting, whenever you are clicking the submit button, it is redirect. It is not opening in the separate page. It is opening in the same thing. That is not the correct way. So that time what you have to, I already discussed that one. Target is equal to plan, means separate tab it should open. Okay, so come back and do the refresh. So now you can see I'm just writing here Farouk. Okay, whatever you like, you write it, ma. Okay, so but whatever the fields you made mandatory, must and should enter it and simply click the register. So now it is going to open the separate field, separate tab. So this, like this, you need to make use of this one. And second thing, now whenever you see some fields are auto-filled, so to clear those fields, instead of going manually to that field and deleting, it's not the correct way. So there should be one button to clear all the fields at a time. So there is a tag called input tag, or you can also use a button tag for the buttons. And you have to specify the type as either you use input tag or use the button tags only for submit, clearing, and for clicking the buttons. Okay, only that one, either this or this you can use, but must and should specify the type. So now I want to make it like a reset. Okay, just use the type as a reset. And here you can see, you cannot see the value here because with the help of button tag, you cannot see the default text on the buttons. So that time must and should give in between the tags. So I'm just going to write a name as clear. So now you can see the button, and on the button you will see the text as clear. So now some fields are added up. So once I click this clear, those fields will be cleared. So that is the purpose of using this clear button. There is a purpose of using this clear button. Getting my point to everyone? Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now I said that is the things, ma'am. There is a one more button also, which is not used that much in the forms. That is only for clicking purpose. So this will not do any action. Simply you use type is equal to button only for clicking purpose. So now see, okay button is there. If I click also, nothing will be seen. That is only for clicking purpose only. Mainly these kind of buttons is seen in the software fields for some kind of actions, only some kind of bits. Okay, so these two are very important for us. Okay, so now the one more thing, you can also fit it. Okay, you can, now I'm just going to do some basic stylings for this form. So come to the styles file. So just go to the style file, or you create separate file. No need, and this okay for me. So now remember, whenever you are making any application, the basic thing that you need to do here is, this is a one type of selector. We have seen 4 types of selector: ID, class, element, and group selector. Now the last selector we are introducing here is universal selector. What is this universal selector will tell me? Whatever the tags present in your documentation, for all the tags it will be applicable. What means? Every application will make use of this margin 0 pixels, padding 0 pixels. This is mandatory for all the pages, ma'am. And border, so like box sizing, border box. So this and all mandatory. Now see here, there will be no spaces below and above. See margin. So you have to make it these things. So you have to fix this one. This you have to fix this one. Must and should. Okay, so this is, and you have to add a font family. That means for a complete document, you are going to get this only. I'm just using Poppins. So Poppins, why I am writing a Poppins, and it should be a sans serif. Why two values? Why two values here? So if this one is not accepted, you can make use of this sans serif. So, but this is not available in this. It will not work now. Why? Because you have to import this. If you want to apply the stylings for you need to add one kind of a snippet which is available from the Google font. Here, what is the font we used here already? What is the font? Is it the Poppin only? No. We'll see here. Something styles we have did it. Here. Yeah, Poppins here it is there. Okay, fine. So we already added this one. In the this one we added, so no problem. If you want to add this funds in your style sheet, then this is not the way. You need to import it. You need to import it and place it just above it. Then it will be applicable. Okay. So now you want to make a body some kind of color, you can give it. So this is a basic thing. This is a universal selector. So the complete page will get affected this one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is for body means the complete documentation. I'm going to give some color. So otherwise you can give some kind of one body background image URL. So I'm just giving some kind of inside the images folder. So I'm having some kind of in dot this one. So the complete page is going to be fixed this one. The complete page is going to be this one. Okay. So now what I need to do for my, if it is looking odd, you just remove it, no problem. Okay. So you make it whatever you like. Nice pictures you have to provide it there. Okay. Don't make much things. It's repeating. It's repeating. I don't want to repeat it. So you just make that and all we have learned that and all. You just make use of this. So background, repeat, no repeat, and it should be like a background size. So it should be like a cover so that it is not be repeated again and again. The complete page is going to be occupied and it is looking so much things. Okay, so if you are making more thing, you can apply opacity. Okay, opacity is for, I think for text it will apply maybe. So we'll take it as 0.5. So now everything is getting affected. So now including the background, the text is also got affected. So I don't want to do this. I'll just remove this. Okay, now what I'm going to, the complete body will get effect. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, you can do stylings for the text or however you like. And the next thing, I want to do stylings for these buttons. So which is not looking good properly. So if you want to do stylings only for this specific buttons, what you can do means you have to include it here. So for button tag, you are doing the styling. So that's why what I will do here, instead of writing the input type, I'm just going to make use of this also button only. Okay, and this is also I'm using this as button only. So that at a time I can make use of a same stylings. Okay. Register. Now come to the styles. For the button tag, what and all styles you want to apply, you go through it and you can do it. So many tags we have learned, right? So just apply it. That's it. Very simple things. Whatever you learn, that all you keep it. That's it. So for example, if I want border 2 pixels, solid color, and I am just giving something like a black, or I'm just going to use something like a gray color, and I want to give the background color for those buttons. Background color, I want to give something like azure color, and the color of the text, I want to give it like a white color. So we'll see whatever we did, we'll see now. So white color will not be seen. See here, these buttons, this is the background, the white color I have given, the text is also given the white color. So I'll just change this background color to little this color and the white color. So I'm going to make something like this color. So now your buttons, can you see your buttons like this? And it is very much odd for me. So what I will do, I will apply padding, something like 10 pixels. And I don't want that border radius. It is very ugly for me. So I'm going to give 20 pixels. Now you can see it is okay. And if you want make more, you can also do that also. And margin, so I want to make a, so if you want, this is padding will be applied for 4 sides. You can make it, I want to make it only left side and right side more. Okay, top and bottom. If you want, you can adjust like this. We have seen the values. If I want a 14 pixels top and bottom, I want a 30 pixels right, left and right. So now it will be little bigger. Now it will be nicer. So like that also you can apply margin also. Margin. Yeah, I'm applying 4 pixels top and bottom and 2 pixels left and right. So that the sides outside the border you will get the spaces. So you want to make it darker, that text and all. There is a property called font weight property. You just give the values whatever you like. So the font is going to little darker. So whatever you increase, how much you increase, that much darker it will come. Okay, so but these are clickable buttons, right? Whenever you are moving, it should be like telling that it's a clickable buttons. So you can make it like a cursor. So cursor pointer. You can make use of a cursor as pointer. So now see initially how it is. Initially when I'm moving, it is like just like this arrow mark only. Now you can see it will become like a hand symbols. So not only this, you can also do stylings for all these fields also. These fields all are what input tags only, right? So you just put that input tag, and you do the stylings. Okay. So now what and all stylings I want to do here? So you just apply. I don't want to show the box. I don't want to show the border. So that's why what I will do, border, none I'm going to give. So that where and all you have, it will not see in the borders. You will not see any kind of borders. And also, I don't want to see this inside. I don't want to see that inside things. Okay, I don't want to see that, what we can say, this one. Background, I don't want to see anything. So what I'm going to do, inside this background color, transparent, I will make it. If you make transparent, what happens? What will be the back side? That only it will come. Whatever it is there, that only you will get it. Whatever it is back, that only you will get it. Okay, see there. You will get only the backwards. But I need only the bottom. So that what I can see. So border bottom you can give. Border bottom. Only the bottom line I want. So that is like just 3 pixels, solid, and it will be like a dark blue color. So like this you can do styling. See here. Now it is good. But for this file I don't want. For this date of birth I don't want. Then what you need to do? Here you need to specify it. What type only you want, that kind of stylings you need to specify it. I want type is equal to, for text I want that stylings, and you have to give the comma symbol, and again you have to write type is equal to email field I want later. Like that you have to specify it just by giving the commas and dot. So again I want type is equal to password, for password I want later, for what you want. Okay, later I want for, okay, type is equal to a telephone number. So like that, if you specify only those fields, you will get it. It's not getting. What happened? Something, okay, here it is to this one, that's why it's not affected. Now see, only these two are text. This is email and passport and tel. Only these fields you got it. And this is a straight line. I don't want to make it like a straight line. I want to make it like round up. So I'll just make it overdraft. Ma, understanding what I'm saying? So now we are learning little bit depth. So okay, border radius. I'm making it like something like 20 pixels. So now you can see it will be like this. It will be like this. And whenever I'm focusing, again you are getting this round symbol. I don't want to be seen again. Then what you need to do? Anyone? Anyone? Yes. Whenever you are focused, there is a one thing called focus. You should not get the outline. So there is a function called one property called outline. Outline 0 pixels. So now see, once I focus also, you will not get the. See, you're not getting now. You're not getting. Why? You made it as outline as 0. Focus. When you are focusing that field, I don't want to get the outline. So you'll make use of the outline 0. And if you want to get, whenever you are focusing, you need to show some kind of action. Then you can make a background color. Okay, background color. Now I want something like, okay, something like, I'll just adjust the color. Okay. I'll just adjust the color little bit like this. So now when I focus, you can see you will get some kind of color. Getting? Yes or no? Like this, you can make use of the styles to do stylings for the form. Getting everyone? Everyone getting? How was the class? Is it interesting or little getting bored? Getting bored? This class getting bored or what? Interesting? Okay. So there are so many properties available, ma. There are so many properties available. We are just discussing the main things for the college students. Okay. So you can crack the interviews based on this also. Okay. Whatever the cons, I think most of the things are learning more than your college syllabus. I think so. Is it correct? Are you people learning more than your college syllabus or anything, same kind of things? I just need to know. More only, right? So this is more than enough way to crack your interviews. Okay. So the next thing, so you can do roundings, this and all you can do, that and all we learned already. So just to try to do that. So I don't want to make this border radius, this and all constantly using things only. So now the corners will become rounded up. And now I said that it is like scrolling way. Usually the forms will be like this only. If you want to fit it in a single page, what you can do is you can keep some fields on the left side, some fields on the right side. Then how it is possible means, so come to this page and I'll just discuss few things and all. So I am not keeping in order. So what I will do means, just keep a few fields on the left side so that in this field, I'm just creating one div. So this div, I'm just keeping half of the part till mobile number as one section, till mobile number as one section. Okay. And from other thing, I'm just from other fields till that text box one section. That text box and progress till progress, I'm giving one section and give the class names for that and we will do styling. So now class is equal to right, I'm giving, and okay, class equal to right, and this one as well, this not this one only, right? So just to keep this heading outside, because this is not be in the left side, it should be main only. So now this div class is equal to left I have given. So now what I should do? So now it is looking like this only. So now what I need to do here is, you just what you need to do here is just to come to the style sheet and you keep, what's the class name? Right. You just make float right. We'll see. Is it getting side? It is getting like this, but it is not affecting. What you need to do here means, there is a one property, you just make use of this one. So you just you keep this complete div in one more tag. So just to keep this and all in one more tag. So just to keep the complete things in one more tag. And what I'm doing, and give one name as main. So, okay, you will get it, no problem. You have to practice, that's it. Class is equal to main. Now what I'm doing, you make you anything, anyone, someone more interesting than C. Okay, you know programming language, very good. So now I'm making main. So there is a property called display flex property. Display, can you see it? It's became side by side. It's became side by side, but it is what it is looking like means, it is what it is taking, you have given 50%, 50 pixels, that is the reason 50% width. So it is very close. In this 50% means this left side field will be on left side, this right side field should be like this, right? So that time you have to make use of one more two properties whenever you are using this property. So now what I will use is align items, align items center, so that the items will be at center. Justify content, it should be space between, so that the space is going to be developed between those things. So it is going to be making center, how much height it is having, that is that much it is taking. So when you use this align items, so to make it here, what is there, what is the proper, what is the here, I'm just making 70%, I will make it. Now you can see the spaces between them. Okay, space between. One more thing what I need to do means the content is not that much in the left side. So that is the reason you are getting some kind of extra thing. So what I will do, that is what I'm saying. So few things will be on right side and few things will be on left side. By matching it, you keep it. By matching, you do it, then it will be good. So now see, so like this you'll be having, correct? Can you see it? So this is left side part and this is right side part. So to make it, you can adjust the sizes also now. Getting my point, how I'm doing this and all. And you can make this one also more attractive. You want to keep it center. So in the H2 tag, come here. Either you can write separately style is equal to text align, center, text align center. And I want to make it as text to decoration, underline, text to decoration, underline. And the color of my text should be what? Green color. Later, I want just a padding, means below. Okay, margin I will give. Margin bottom, that text bottom. I want some space, margin bottom 20 pixels like this. So now see, now it is looking good. So you can make it side by side also, the fields. What you have to do means you just match it. First name, last name, email, password, then mobile number and date of birth. Later, gender, hobbies, courses, reviews, and like that if you run a file upload and the progress. If you keep means it will be going very good way. Yes or no? What I'm saying, are able to catch my point? Yes. So do like that. Do like that, it will be looks good. So this display property, what is the main purpose means, instead of doing multiple things, but just if you want to make these kind of things, you have to use so many properties. So if you simply use display flex, so many properties will comes inside that only. So float property will make float right side that and all. So you have positions, float all together, it will combine and it will make it in a single step. So this is what a form fields. I think most of the things I covered in the HTML and CSS. In the coming section, we are going to focus on JavaScript one class, and the second class will be like putting together HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, developing two applications, calculator and to-do list app. Okay, so go through all these concepts, and I'm uploading these pages, whatever we gone through, right, in from 4 sessions. So just go through it, and I'm going to give some examples also for practicing. Hope you enjoyed the class. Yes, ma'am.